I didn't think this would be possible. Wow. I'm home. Um, Quick recap. I booked a flight yesterday at 7. I didn't think this would be possible. Wow. I'm home. Um, Quick recap. I booked a flight yesterday at 7, and then I got a message today morning at 3:35 a.m. that the flight is cancelled. I tried calling the startup people, asking them what's happening. Can you reschedule? Can you give me another flight, prepone, whatever? But waited almost 1 hour, 15 minutes before I gave up. I slept, I surrendered that this is it. I'm gonna stay in Bombay. We'll figure it out. We'll live alone and we'll manage. It'll be a good test of character. It'll build character. I'll come out stronger. Everyone's doing this. Might as well. You have your music instruments. You have books to read, write. We'll manage somehow. Then in the morning, I get another text that says, so 9:50, I get another text saying that we please enjoy our world-class Wi-Fi system. You can watch movies, listen to music, in-flight entertainment. I was like, why are you guys playing me like that? You just told me at 3:50 the flight's been cancelled. You won't even take my calls. I tried talking to you on Twitter, tagged you on Instagram, no response. I talked to a few friends after that. I called a few people up. Some people called me. You know who you are. And then I had a guitar. I had someone come over for guitar lessons, and that finished at 2:25. Then I was playing the keys. I was having my brunch, lunch, and I get another text at 3 p.m. saying that power banks will not be allowed inside the aircraft. So please check in your power banks and everything. And I was like, the flight's been cancelled. I was like, what's happening? Let me just try and call them. But again, lines are busy. Then I went to Twitter and then I asked, can we get an update on this? Neha, my friend as well. Shout out to Neha. She also asked them, can we get a definitive answer? But nothing. Um, I call my dad. I'm trying to figure out if we can get someone who works at the Mumbai airport. If we can get their number, we can just get a sense of what flights are taking off and maybe book another flight. By the way, all these flights are either 15,000, 15,600. There's an Air India flight that takes one day, 13 hours and 20 minutes to reach Delhi. These are my options. So we're contemplating, should I spend that kind of money? Should I go to Delhi? There were 8 options. Out of those 8 options, in about 20 minutes, those 8 options were reduced to 3 options. All of them were Indigo flights. So Megha, my friend, and calls a few friends, and these pilots um, have been told to chill in Bombay. There are no flights till at least the 31st of March. And I've exhausted all my options. I'm getting messages, asking why did I wait so long? I should have left earlier, but I had work, which is why I couldn't leave. I would have left. And then I've been, then I'm given options like, why don't you drive to Delhi? A drive probably takes about 26 hours straight without any stops, by the way. And I'm all alone. You don't know how many cities are sealed, how many roads are blocked. For one person to travel all that distance alone, I wasn't sure. So I was like, yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, so all this while, my parents are calling people up, my Masi is calling people up. We're talking to pilots, we're talking to flight crew. My sister-in-law is also a flight crew with Air India, and we're trying to figure out what's the best solution. Till that point, we were just at about 3:45. I was like, they were all saying there's nothing available right now. The city is in lockdown. You can't move, you can't leave your house, so just chill. I asked my dad if there is an Indigo flight leaving, whatever money and all that, let's just pay that money, let's just get out of this place because I can't even buy groceries online because Big Basket, Flipkart, they don't have bread, eggs, yogurt, basic necessities, and I'm like, how will I survive alone? So my dad calls up a few friends, and one of these people, the friend who's a senior pilot with Indigo, and I give him my flight number, which was UK 988. He talks to his friends at Vistara, and that flight's cancelled for sure. That's not flying. But he tells me that there might be a flight which will leave around 6. So can Rupin be at the airport by 5? And I'm like, hell yeah. So then he's like, let me just talk to these guys. I'll confirm in 10 minutes. In that, so it's almost 4:10 ish, and I'm like, I packed my guitars. I try and finish my dal, which I can't. Um, Wash my utensils because they'd smell when I'd come back. And I start packing, took a shower, and then he's like, the flights, you are on that flight right now, you will get a PNR number, a new PNR number. This one's 966. 4:40ish, I have everything packed. I have one suitcase ready, all of my studio equipment, everything in one bag, and we'll leave for the airport. I still don't have my new e-ticket, but he's like, my dad's like, don't worry, talk to this guy, that guy, and all that. That's sorted. So, there was no hope till about 3 p.m. after whatever happened at 3 a.m. And then from that, now the struggle is that there are no cabs on Uber, there are no cabs on Ola, and I'm not sure if I'll get a Kali Pili. And even if I get a Kali Pili, will that be safe? My biggest concern was if I'm going to Delhi, if I'm going to my family, I should not be a carrier and be a 1 minute video, but बहुत लंबी चल की कहानी. Basically, all those people who texted me on Instagram, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, called me, video called me. Uh, Thank you so much. I think all of this is only because you guys had my back. You guys prayed for me. There's so much positive vibes that you guys have been giving me all this while helping me deal with this almost pre-depression stage that I was going through. And my friend, shout out to Rajat Baveja, who dropped me to the airport at that crucial hour. Everything pretty much fell into place for this to happen. Okay, very important. Um, I came back home. Before I came back home, in the car, I'd asked my dad to put a blanket on the seat so that I'm not carrying any viruses and I don't infect the car and from the car him. So I had that in place. I was using a sanitizer. I wore gloves. I wore a mask throughout. There weren't a lot of people, as you will see in the videos after all this. I will post a few videos after this about the airport. There were people who were idiotic. I was extremely lucky because that flight was completely full. I was told by Rita, who is the customer relationship person over there at the airport, that I was the last guy on that flight. बिल्कुल full flight थी वो. Touchwood, I was lucky कि मुझे वो जगह मिल गई. But flight full थी, काफ़ी actual chimpanzees, baboons, gorillas थे उस flight के अंदर, जिनको basic sense नहीं थी. भूल जाओ कि अभी coronavirus, okay. We are at the boarding gate, and this guy, I'm wearing gloves, I'm using a sanitizer almost every 2 minutes, I'm wearing a mask, I'm wearing sunglasses कि गलती से अपनी आंखों में मैं उंगली ना मार दूं. And this guy comes and sits right next to me. I'm like, and then these guys get on the flight, and then they're fighting. मैं मेरी सीट है वो विंडो सीट मेरी है bro, मेरी सीट है and all that. And then मैडम देखिए ये तो मेरी सीट पे बैठ गया. Like, you see, when you see people like these, then you're like, how will we ever fight this virus when we don't even have the basic civic sense? You give that person that breathing space. अच्छा जब मैं चढ़ भी रहा हूँ, then this one guy is like and he's pushing me with this bag and he's making these अरे लल्लू, जब तक कि सब के सब अपनी जगह नहीं बैठ जाएंगे ये फ्लाइट टेक ऑफ नहीं करेगी. सबर कर ले भाई, सब बैठेंगे अपनी जगह. He's seeing people putting the bags up there. There is this Asian lady who has a small child and she is figuring out where she's supposed to sit, this side, that side. कैसे? How will you fight this virus if you can't be compassionate, if you can't be sympathetic enough to other people, यार? Anyway, it is all that crap. घर आया हूँ मैं. उसके बाद मैंने I kept my family at arm's length. I used a disinfectant on all my I have a bag, I had a suitcase. अच्छे से साफ किया उसको, कपड़े मैंने बाहर उतारे, जूतों पे मैंने डिसइंफेक्टेंट लगाया, फिर मैं नहाने गया हूँ, अच्छे से रगड़ के नहाया हूँ मैं. And then only I went and talked to my family. I hugged them.
Get you, I'm trying to stay away.